Now I would love us to look at SL, which is stop loss. Stop loss. Okay, so this is actually an automated price where we're gonna set and say, here I don't want to lose more than here, right? Which is in this case, you have to determine how much money you are willing to risk, which is, say in this case you're willing to risk $10, 10 rand, 10 pound, 10 euros. It depends, but here I'm not converting the currencies, all right? I'm just putting them as like they are like the same, right? Okay, all right. And then here, to set the stop loss, right? To set the stop loss, it's simple, right? It's either we can buy, set the stop loss later, all right? Or we can use orders such as like this order here of buy limit here, all right? The buy limit has a stop loss, so we're gonna say stop loss, tap there, and then we can move this part of a stop loss down here. This part of a stop loss down here. The buy limit of simple means that when the market comes here, it will activate this, and then it tends to be a buy, and then it will continue go up. If it continues going down, it's gonna come here and close the trade, right? Simple. It's the same as the sell limit. Okay, it's the same as the sell limit. If we move it up here, it's gonna change to be a sell limit. I believe you can see now it's a sell limit because it's above. So if it comes here and I've modified it here with and say yes I accept and say place, it's going to be a sell limit, an order that is going to happen once the market comes here and activate it. Simple, it's like that. All right, okay, it's going to tend to be a sell. Or you can press this icon over here and buy and sell now. Simple, straightforward. All right, and then later on setting the stop loss. You see now our trade is going to be activated once this line over here now is already a sell. See now our sell is on. See, we have our sell now. All right, okay, simple. So setting stop loss, how can you do it? It's simple because you know, with the laptop, for me, I prefer it. If you're someone who doesn't I prefer using the laptop. Why? Because it's giving me the freedom to actually count. Simple. So if I can put it like this, you can see the 21 points. Can you see the 21 points? Let's say right now you have intra to trade. It will be able to show you how much money you are risking. Simple. It's like that. All right, if you placed a buy, if you place the sell, stop loss, you know it has to be above. If you have placed a buy, if stop loss has to be below here. Simple, it's like that. All right, okay. So here we got a count, but it's much bit of a work for counting. So let's do it so that everybody can understand how to count. All right, okay. So we're gonna tap here on the sell. Right, we're gonna adjust our stop loss first, and remember our stop loss must be above, so you cannot actually modify the stop loss. It must be above. So let's say stop loss there. All right, and then we're gonna press this button over here and then say modify. And then now we have two prices. With the stop loss, you need two prices, price A, price B. Price A is an entry, it's the price where you entered, which is an entry. And price B, it's an exit, meaning that is where the trade is going to be closed at that price. All right, okay, at this price. So now to count this as simple, very simple, very simple, but it's a bit of a work. Okay, so we're gonna say 0 point. This is an exit. We're gonna start with an exit, which we start with the bigger number, remember, so that we don't have negative here. And then which is 0 0.90 24 6, okay, minus the price where it's an entry. Let's zoom in here because we cannot see it well. Here it's under here. You can see this price here, which is 0 0.90 92 0. I think it's 6. It's 6. Yes, now it's 6. This price. All right, okay, so when we're minusing these two prices, we're gonna get the answer here. So that's what we're gonna use 2 times. So now the trade is gonna be closed if it's gonna hit there. All right, so we're gonna come here again, under calculator. Let's use a calculator very fast and say 0.90246 minus 0.90206, and then we have 0.0004. Okay, this is our answer. All right, and then we cannot just count it like this. What we need to do for us to count it, it's not yet closed. Okay, it's not yet closed, but we enter just. So we're gonna come to codes layer here, and then we're gonna tap and hold, and then we're gonna come to properties. Under properties, what we're looking for is the contract size. For those who don't understand about contract size, there's a lesson on the Posa Forex Trader or Posa Trader on YouTube, so that you can understand and learn about the contract size. Right? Okay. Then we have the contract size of 100,000, not 1,000, sorry, 100,000. Okay, so we're gonna go back, and then we're gonna come here on the USD chef. You see our trade is going to be closed very soon. We have a sell of 0.01, so we're gonna say 0.01 times the contract size, because this is a volume and the asset they are working on a contract base, right? So we're gonna say 0.01 times by 100,000, which is gonna give us 1,000, right? Now that we have 1,000, we're gonna say 1,000 times the 0.4, 1,000, which is gonna give us 0.4, and this money is in chef. Remember, when we're moving from chef to USD, we divide. When we move this way, going back, we're dividing. When we're moving forward, we're timesing. So we're gonna say divide by this price that the trade is going to be closed at. See, it's almost hit. It's almost hit. It's gonna close anytime soon. If it touches there, and then it's gonna close. So you're gonna say divide by this price, and then let's do it fast. And this is 0.4 divide by this price of 0.9206. Then we have equals to 0.44, and we have two numbers after the decimal. Yes, decimal place. Two numbers after decimal place, something like that. But anyway, we have two numbers after the comma, right? Okay, so now we have, this is the risk, the stop loss. So that's how you count it, right? It's simple. You can move it up. It's up to you. You know to move it up here, but you need to calculate it. You see, it's already closed. So this is the profit that we calculated. This is the profit, and this is the profit. We converted it to USD because our account here is in USD. Our account is in USD. That's why we need to convert it. If it's in ZAR, we need to convert it still to ZAR. So we're gonna come to USD ZAR and search USD ZAR, and then we're gonna do. Remember, we're moving from chef, so we're gonna have to use USD. So now we have the USD. We're gonna use the USD ZAR. So we are moving from USD, so meaning that we need to times. So we're gonna times this by the current price, whether it's 18, whether it's 19 point what, and then you get the answer. Same as it applies to the same other currencies, right? So this is how you count the stop loss, and this also applies to take profit. It's the same thing. Even if you buy, even if you sell, even if it's a buy stop, sell stop, whatever, it's the same procedure for counting. All right, but there is a way for you to count. Okay, you can take the difference or the 4, which is 4, like that. All right, and then if it's 4 like this, it's gonna be times by 0.01. So we're gonna say 4 times by 4 times 0.01. You see, now we have the 0.04 chef, and then you convert it just like that. But the only issue with this is that when you're counting other asset, you're going to have an issue when it comes to counting. So please use this method, because this is the fastest method to use. This is our points. These are called points. The difference in price, whether they are 500, whatever. These are points. Be blessed.